Chance Wars 96 here with another review, this time of the Star Wars Return of the Jedi Slave Leia from the vintage series. So here you go. So first of all, let's just go over the packaging. As you can see, I do have one mint, and I'll show you why I decided to get one mint. Just move the camera up a bit. What's cool about this is a very good picture of her from the movie. You got the toy in the bubble, but what's really cool and what I really liked is that there is a variant package of this figure, which I do have right here. Of course, the title of the movie is Return of the Jedi, but before it was Return of the Jedi, it was Revenge of the Jedi. But at the last second, they decided to change it because they didn't want Jedis to look like they're seeking revenge, because that's not the Jedi way. So they did change it, but I think that it's brilliant that they had this cool variant packaging that's just Revenge of the Jedi, the original title of it. I think that's really cool. So as soon as I found this, I definitely bought it because I really like the variant idea. I think that's a really neat idea that they did, which is cool. So let's go over the figures. So before we go into the figure, let's go into her accessories. She does have this kind of a staff type of thing that she does use in the movie, as you can see from the picture right there. The only thing is I don't have that with me right now. It's in a little bin of accessories that I do not want to shuffle through, so I don't have that one out right now. But she does come with a cup, which I do have, which I think is really cool. It's pretty nice. It's pretty big. Let's see if it'll focus. There you go. It's got some nice design in the actual glass, and then the cup does have some design in it too. It looks pretty nice. I think that she can hold it, but it'll kind of stretch out her hand. And Jabba the Hutt, he can hold this if you want him to. I have it just laying on Jabba the Hutt's base. I'll show you how that looks after this video. But overall, it's a pretty neat idea to give her the cup that because Jabba the Hutt's got the whole party type of thing. So yeah, so that's pretty neat. So the figure herself, so overall, pretty nicely done. As far as the face, I'm not too into the face. I don't think. There you go. I don't think that it's super good. I mean, it's all right. It's fine. It's okay, but it's not great. In her hair, she does have that kind of like copper kind of piece there that you can see in the picture right over there. As far as the chain that's on her neck, it is a bit short, as you can see from the picture, using the picture's reference a lot. The chain does go down a lot further than this, so overall not great, but it's a minor gripe. It is on a separate piece, so it can swivel, and so you can do that if you want to. As far as the braided hair, pretty nice. It's pretty nicely done. It's pretty big, though. That's the only thing. It should be a little bit smaller, in my opinion. And it doesn't hinder the articulation on the head really at all. Wherever you turn her head, she's going to go. Overall, her slave outfit is done pretty well. You can see some nice detail there, and she's even got a type of thing on her arm there. She has like these straps on her back, which are really thin. I think that down here they're actually textured in there, and then when they come up here they're just drawn on. They're not actually textured on there. It's hard to tell, but well, it might even just be a little bit textured on there too. I'm not 100% sure on that though. As far as this cloth and everything, I think that this is where it's not really right from the movie. It's very puffed out. I mean, this if just looking dead on, looks like a dress, and so this should be a lot thinner. It doesn't really expand when it goes out. It just kind of stays that one piece. So I think that this is too big. If you wanted to, you could cut it, and I thought about it, but I really don't want to have to cut the fabric. But I do like how it is real fabric. They didn't use hard plastic, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the other figure the old figure that they have shown here is actual plastic done like that, which I really don't like. So I'm glad that they made it soft rubber plastic. And as you can see, the legs down here and everything done pretty well. The kind of like boots and everything have some good detail on it. The biggest thing that I really wanted this figure for, so that I could display her with Jabba. The only problem is, when I first got her, I thought that she totally wouldn't be able to do that in that like laying position. But the best thing is she can. I really didn't expect it, because I thought that because I knew the vintage figures, they just have hinges for their hips, so I didn't think that she'd be able to kind of lay down like she does in the movie, but she absolutely can, which is awesome. I'll show you how that looks. I'll show her with Jabba at the end, so you can see. But as far as articulation is good, ball jointed head, it's mostly just a swivel though. Ball hinge shoulders, hinge swivel elbows, swivel wrist, ball jointed upper torso. That's a new joint for the vintage line. Hinge hips, hinge swivel ankles, or hinge swivel knees, and then hinge swivel ankles. So overall, standard vintage articulation, except instead of a waist swivel, you get a ball joint upper torso. So slightly better than a normal figure. Overall, she is kind of small, just a little size comparisons. I think that's in pretty good scale, but she's a little small. As you can see, here she is with R2-D2. I think that's slightly out of scale. I don't think R2-D2 is supposed to be that big compared to her, but yeah, you never know. And to compare her with, I don't know, a couple of guards. The guards are much taller than her. So overall, I think that she is a little bit too small. As far as she's too small for the other figures, except I think that she's in pretty perfect scale when it comes to the Jabba the Hutt. And so let's go see how she looks with him. So here's Slave Leia with Jabba. As you can see, she is kind of in the laying down position. That's what really impressed me about this figure, how she could like lay down and really just be like she was in the movie. I think that she looks awesome with Jabba, and there's my Jabba the Hutt display just so you can see how it looks. Oh, and there's also that little cup that I was talking about. I just keep it right there. So overall, there you go.